Hello, lovely peoples, and how are you all doing today? This is Marianne Batsecha. Today we have 5 cards from the Sacred Traveler and 5 from the Butterfly Oracle cards, messages from your angels. Okay, let's jump into the subject. The first one we have is overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Let's read from the book. The book. Today, the energies are quite intense, but it's okay. We're almost there. Overcoming obstacles. Okay. How is everyone doing? I hope you're all doing the work, because that's why we're in quarantine. So, overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Card meaning. There may be blockages in your life or one ahead. However, you absolutely have all the inner resources you need, not just to overcome the difficulty, but also to thrive as a result. No matter what the obstacle is, you are amassing your inner strength to step beyond it. If there is a dream that you desire that has eluded you, know that you have all the inner skills to move beyond any blockages preventing you from achieving this goal. Use any obstacle as a stepping stone to great achievement and success in your life. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know. When the traveler encounters an obstacle on the path, the traveler understands that there are many ways to go beyond it. All you need is within you now. All the assets that you require to overcome this challenge are available to you. If you are blocked on one path, find another. This is a powerful time of developing your inner strength and fortitude. When you look back, you'll find that many inner gifts developed during this time. Okay, it's crystal clear, but again, lovely peoples. All of the answers are inside of you, each and every one of you, each and every one of you. Okay, all you need to do right now to figure the answers is sit down and figure out which path is the best for you, and there is a million literally solution for anything you choose. Okay, moving on to the next one. Solitude. In silence, peace prevails. Okay. Card meaning. In silence, you'll find a depth of self-awareness as well as inner peace. This is not a time to venture forth with a new project or a new cycle. This is the time to step back and be still. In quietude, you can seek and uncover your deepest inner truth. Seek solitude, and all will be revealed. No matter what is happening around you, find serenity. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know your power is still born in stillness. Sometimes the traveler is in such a hurry to reach the next peak that he. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Sometimes the traveler is in such a hurry to reach the next peak that he gets separated from his spiritual source. However, when the traveler takes time alone, everything falls into perspective. Take time out of your day to be completely quiet. Take these deep, slow breaths. Imagine inhaling vitality and exhaling all that is not needed. Affirm that all is well. Move past the chatter and chaos on the road of life. Be still and hear the voices of your higher self and your spirit guides. Okay, here's the thing. If you don't want to repeat the same history and all on all levels, you need to sit down and revisit every single thing in your life, whether it's your career, whether it's your relationships, whether it's your love life, whether it's your friends, whether it's your family life, all of it. One by one, you need to sit down, write down what you don't like, what you like, and what you're going to do about each and every one of them. And right now, this is your chance to do it. For those who know me and those who don't, most of my life, I never sat down alone, except for the last 2.5 years. Really, like I used to, since I am 16, I never came back home unless I went out with a group of friends and came back home just to go to my room, sleep, and wake up in the morning and repeat. I never sat alone with myself at all. And when I figured that out, it was very difficult at the beginning, but believe me, the result you get after doing the work is gonna be magical. Okay? And it's better you do it now than do it later. It's always easier now. Because if now we can do it, imagine 2 or 3 or 10 years from now. Okay? So, just do it. Okay? The third one, crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Crossing bridges. Card meaning. Crossing bridges is a way to let go of the past and begin a new cycle in life. A heartfelt change is ahead. It's time for healing old wounds with people and situations. It's time to forgive and let go of the past. Do whatever you need to do to make amends, and then let it all go. If there is anything unresolved in your life, take steps to restore and reconcile. You may even need to burn your bridges behind you. Heal the rifts within yourself. Help others traverse bridges in their lives. The sacred traveler wants you to know, when the traveler crosses a bridge, a new land awaits on the other side. You are ready to cross a bridge or bridge a gap in your life. There are times to step away from certain people and situations. There are also times to carefully mend bridges with people, situations, and places, and then go forward. This is one of those powerful healing times to choose. Maybe there is a wound inside of you that needs to be forgiven or accepted. Transform the inner grievances. Forgive, let it go. Do it now. You no longer need to carry it with you. Perhaps there is a person from your past with whom you should reconnect or release completely. You know what you need to do. This is the time to do it. Okay. I'm gonna ask you to close your eyes for a second. Take a deep breath. Who's the first person that comes to your mind or the event that comes to your mind? That's it. That's what you need to forgive and let go. You might have many. Do it again. Close your eyes and inhale, exhale. Whatever pops in your mind as events or people, those are the things you need to work on. Forgive yourself, let go. If you feel the need to reach out to the person to say something or get your closure, do that, because the main problem health-wise, all our health and all our issues come from all these small tiny events that can be resolved in 1 second, and you will relieve a lot of body pain. Okay, that's it. So again, learn the lessons, forgive yourself, forgive the person, let go, let it go. release it. Okay? Okay. Choosing your path. All is possible. Okay. Card meaning. New vistas are ahead, and you have the power to choose. And within this is your freedom. Do not allow the restrictions and limitations placed on you by the expectations of others deter your path. Be daring. Cast aside conventions and restrictions. Dance, laugh, explore. Go beyond your predictable behavior. Say yes to life. You support others and stepping into their freedom. The sacred traveler wants you to know. Choose life on your terms. Move beyond those situations that you've outgrown. Sometimes, to be free, the traveler needs to put down his pack and just keep walking. There are times to live an ordinary life, but there are also times to cast ordinary things aside and fling your arms to the heavens and joy. You're not on the planet to always meet the needs and expectations of others. You're here to explore, expand, and step into your extraordinary self. Don't unconditionally accept the rules you have placed on yourself or that others have placed on you. Choose pathways that lead to greater freedom and happiness. Okay, here's the thing. First of all, living according to the rules of others is like the worst thing I experienced for most of my life. I barely lived with rules, but really, like, if you really want to enjoy yourself and be true to yourself and enjoy your life, you cannot please everyone before pleasing yourself. Yani it's you first and then others. And also, by stepping out of the norm, not like by just saying no to something or to anything, and by being yourself, you are leading by example. And you're allowing others to do the same. Okay? So, this is it. Choosing your path. Sorry, we just did it. The last one. Great adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward. At the end of your life, you are more likely to regret the things you didn't do than the things you did do. Take risks. Not every risk enables success. But if you don't try, you'll never know what remarkable experiences were available to you. By stepping out of your comfort zone, you'll discover new talents and abilities. Playing safe in the long run is no safer than venturing forth with glee. To quote Helen Keller, life is either a daring adventure or nothing. The sacred traveler wants you to know. Hoist your sails. Catch the trade winds of adventure and enter the open seas. Explore new ports of call. It's easy to stay in the harbor, but that's not where the juice of life is. When you sail the open seas without knowing what the day will bring, life force energy is activated within you. There are no guarantees when you take a risk. Be willing to go out on a limb. That's where the best fruit is. When you push yourself beyond your personal boundaries, life is so much more fulfilling. Okay, here it reminds me of a video that I watched 3 years ago. It was interviews with elder people that were in the hospital, and they were asking them what lessons they learned, and they were on the verge of like they were last stage in whatever diseases they had, and there were most of them said that they regret not doing what they wanted to do. So it really touched me. I will try to find one of them and put it, and not try, I will find it and I will put it in the description box below, because it will touch many of you. Okay, and it makes a lot of sense. Now let's move to butterfly messages from your angels. Again, these messages are timeless. Time is an illusion. Whenever you see this video, it's meant for you, and that's it. So the first one we have is parental care. Let's read. This card indicates that the parent-child roles have reversed, and you are now involved in the caretaking of your folks. Elder care is a process of attending to your elderly or medically challenged loved ones, which can mean a big lifestyle change for you. Of course, you care about their health and comfort. However, how do you balance your own health and comfort? You drew this card because your aging parents are weighing on you, and you are guided to ask for help and support from healthcare professionals and other relatives. It seems that you might have been assuming that no one else would lend a hand. Yet, garnering appropriate assistance is essential to everyone's well-being. Loving someone does not require you to be a superhero or to wreck yourself to save him or her. Love takes everyone's highest good into account, including your own. Additional meaning: caring for a friend or relative, deciding on living arrangements for aging parents, healing your relationship with your parents. Okay, so what I'm being led to share here is about the last point, healing your relationship with your parents. First of all, the most genuine and loving and important thing anyone can do for their parents, if you're in that situation, is having an open discussion, okay, and telling them how much you love them, and forgiving them and forgiving yourself. Okay, there is no perfect relationship between parent and child. We all have these misconceptions about things that we think we experienced in our childhood, but at the end of the day, no parent wants to hurt their children, and you might be seeing the situation in an opposite way. So I suggest that you tell your parents how much you love them, all of you, and remember that we all do the best we can with the best resources we have at the time, okay? Especially when it's parent-child, but it's always like that, even with friends and everything, okay? Next, adult children. This card comes to you because of changes involving your children who are now grown. Usually, it signals that an adult child has moved away from home, is getting married, or is off at college or with other family members. Regardless of the circumstances, this change is eliciting strong feelings of grief as the parenting part of your life now shifts. You drew this card because there's a void that needs to be filled with a new meaningful project and activities. In some cases, this card means that you are the once child who is now grown. Perhaps you or your family still sees you as a child or adolescent. In these cases, you are being guided to view yourself as a responsible adult and to work with your family to view you that way as well. Additional meaning: seeking counseling help for adult children of alcoholics issues, a child who acts mature beyond his or her years. planning for your child's future. Okay, I guess this is crystal clear, but I would add two things. One, your parents will always see you as their children, no matter what, but we can relieve them by speaking about it and telling them that we are grown up and. Number two, I forgot. Number two, for the parents that have children going off to college, okay, and are non-working parents, please know that you can, it's never too late, and you can create any project, okay, right now, so that you can start like living your life and having some fun into it. And you can even generate income. At the end of the day, it's not for the income if you don't need it, but it is fun. Okay, so try to find, maybe you have a hobby for cooking. You can start a YouTube channel cooking something or whatever. We're gonna talk about that in the near future, but just know that there is a million way to find new things to do, and try to remember what you're passionate about so that you can start having more high energy and having fun and all of that. Okay? 3. Leaving. This card confirms what you already know. It's time to leave a toxic situation. You've done your best to heal the conditions, but sometimes the circumstances become intolerable, and the healthiest choice is to move on. This naturally brings up feelings of confusion and insecurity. However, rest assured that whenever you're on the right path, which you are, everything works out for the best. Your departure doesn't need to be sudden or drastic. Like a butterfly building a cocoon, you can plan and prepare for this transition right now. You can even make your exit gradual, so that you feel comfortable and secure during this healthy change. Additional meanings: letting go of fear, releasing an addiction, travel, a family member leaving home. Okay, so it is very clear. There is no fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real, but you need to sit down and do the work. If you need help with that, please reach out, or anybody. Okay? It takes 15 minutes to process for fear. Okay? Just sit down with yourself, and we all need a life review. Life review, it's very important. And that's what we're all doing. Okay? Okay. Self-employment. You are guided to work for yourself in a field that brings you fulfillment and joy. Your card encourages you to launch or grow your own business. You could start part-time and then ease out of a day job as your endeavor begins to support you. If you are currently self-employed, you are being guided to seek out new ways to express your vision. Being your own boss usually means that you put in longer hours. However, the hours feel more like devotion to a calling than work. You may partner with someone who brings extra skills to the table, or consult with a mentor who can teach you business skills. Follow the path of your true interests and focus on a purpose of serving others. The rest will take care of itself. Additional meanings: taking business classes, learning how to market your business, taking over the family business, changing professions. Okay, it's very clear. And again, anyone can be self-employed. Anyone. Nowadays, because of the internet. Okay? And it's very easy. Not super easy. It's easy if you know how to do it. Okay? And again, you need to do some research and you will figure it out. There is a lot of online courses, but be careful, not all of them are legit. So follow your intuition. And also, if anybody needs help with that, you can reach out. Okay? The last one we have for today, get some rest. Yes, we need to rest because we have big things coming soon for all of us, for those who are doing the work. So do it. This card comes to you because your energy and mood haven't been as high as you'd like. You've been pushing yourself to keep going even when you're tired. Now it's time to balance your busy times with some relaxation. This is the natural cycle of all living beings. So there's no need to feel guilty because you'll now get some much needed rest. During your nap and nocturnal cycle, do pay attention to insights that come to you. After all, when you are asleep, so is your ego, making it much easier for divine messages to reach you. Pay attention to your body's signal, which may call for changes in your diet, lifestyle, and exercise program. If you still feel tired and drained after resting, sometimes seeing a licensed healthcare or mental health professional is the best path to recovering your energy and enthusiasm for life. Additional meanings: start delegating to others and asking for help, and accepting it when it's offered. Detox from any energy depleting substances. Feng Shui your bedroom for optimal sleep. Detach from whatever you've been chasing and give it a rest. Okay, so yeah, one thing that I mentioned, but I will mention again. Before you sleep at night, before like the minute before you're gonna fall asleep, say some prayers if you do, or be grateful for something in today, or for 3 or 5 things, and then ask your angels and spirit guides to give you any signs and to let you remember your dream the next morning. Your dreams are answers to you. Okay? So I guess we're done for today. Love to all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.